figuratively, actually. And in the end, it's the good that matters. So right now, I'd like all of us to keep our sound on mute, the audio in mute, okay? A very warm welcome to all of you. And if you have any questions, kindly keep them right at the end, because then you can unmute yourself and ask your questions, okay? This way, our speaker will have a free flow. Now, we're waiting for the others. They'll join gradually. In the meanwhile, I ask Swati to kindly begin with the school prayer.
Good evening, everybody. So here goes the school prayer. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. And now I request Ramesh to kindly introduce our speaker.
Yes, Sajani, thank you. A very warm welcome to everyone here. On behalf of the School of Ancient Wisdom, I'd like to...
Little louder, Ramesh.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. On behalf of all of us here at the School of Ancient Wisdom, I'd like to welcome our speaker today, Madhumita ji. Sorry, I said Madhumati earlier. Madhumita ji is passionate about colors, stemming, and sketches from her childhood, which has made her an artist. Her creative thinking and master's degree in psychology has enabled her to be an artist. And she's acquired many certificates in visual arts and art therapy, and has held many exhibitions in a number of places. She's a certified art therapist, offering therapy sessions both online and offline. And she has forecasted herself in a group exhibition at the M.F. Hussain Art Gallery, New Delhi, Praram Student Art Festival. So a very interesting topic. We'd love to hear more from Madhumita ji. Over to you, ji.
Right. Thank you, Ramesh. Very warm welcome to you, Madhu. And right now, we hand it over to you, and we look forward to this interesting talk.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for having me, and a beautiful introduction, Ramesh ji. Yes, I'm Madhumita Mishra. I'm an artist, an art therapist, and psychology counselor. Eventually, I'll tell you, if time allows, how I started my journey. But let's start with our topic today, which is self-love and art therapy. Before we start with self-love, what is self-love? Let me introduce briefly what is art therapy, because many people, they have a little bit of confusion, questions. It's a new modality for to address mental health concerns, particularly. So can I share? Is it like I can share? Yeah.
Yes, please.
I want to, if it is okay, I'll just do a PPT for art therapy, a small, like 6-7.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's start. What is art? Like many people, many great artists, they from the it's an ancient theme and topic that they feel it's very therapeutic. Everybody, all artists, they feel that it's helping them to heal, to help people and reach out to more people. But it started people like artists and psychologists, they started taking as therapeutic modality. It's in 90s only, 1990s, right? Let's start. What is art therapy? Art therapy is a creative process of expressing yourself through art, colors, and design. It's very simple. Therapy through art, through colors, through shapes, and eventually we'll know how it actually works. And if you can see, there is small, briefly, I'm showing you the history. It started like it's just now, it's a new modern concept. Psychiatrists like Emil Kraepelin and Carl Jasper in 1912, they started observing that, okay, through art, people or clients can can express their subconscious mind or anything that they can't speak verbally, non-verbally, they can address that concern. And artists like Adrian Hill, he took art as therapy. He started experimenting with the TB clients, TB patients in his hospitals. He was admitted there actually. So it's not his hospital, but he was there as a patient, and he tried with the fellow patients, and he saw that art can be taken as therapy, and art is itself a therapy. Simultaneously, in the same era, same time, USA, in USA also, Margaret Numberg, she started taking art as a modality, and he tried with her clients. Sorry. Okay, about me, already Rameshji has introduced about me. I started my journey as an artist, psychologist. I started working with NGOs after I finished my master's in psychology. But I always was interested in art, and I always used to do art. So when I got married and started traveling with my husband, I just started taking some sessions, some classes on skill training, like art lessons kind of thing. And there I got the feedback from my clients, from my students, I can say, from my adult group especially, that it's something different, Madhu. It's not only we are painting something beautiful, or you're teaching us the how to do it like perfectly, or the skill training you're giving, but somehow we feel it's a safe space. We are coming every day, and we feel connected with you and the art and the process, and somehow we can relate with other group members. So it's something different. Then I thought about it and started, okay, this is definitely a therapy for me. As I traveled a lot with my husband, I shifted country to country, like Nigeria, Ethiopia, Myanmar, India, Bangalore, Delhi, many places. And definitely doing painting, doing art helped me. And now, like, helped me in keeping myself calm and positive, resilient, and happy. And it is helping my students. So I started combining psychology and art. And as it was a very new concept, I did one course also on this, one PG diploma course, and I started helping people, and especially with mental health concerns. And what's the purpose? Very simple purpose of art therapy sessions. We always keep it simple, as you know, art is very beautiful and simple. We have to keep it simple, right? Just deal with our emotional conflict. Sometimes we don't understand what is happening with us. We don't know the emotions. We just know that we are not feeling good, or we feel we are sad, we're angry. A couple of emotions we can identify. So when we have those kind of thing and we can't express, we can say, we can identify, we can share, art helps us. it definitely increases self-awareness. Like we are getting time for ourselves and painting and relating these colors with our emotions. So we feel, okay, we know, we are exploring our emotions. So, and of course, when we can't express anything through word, it's a very good modality to express through our skills, through our colors and shapes, and through creativity. Self-discovery, personal fulfillment, we feel happy, we feel content when we make one painting. So it stays with us. The painting, the experience, it stays at least for a week with us. That, okay, we did something very creative today with our therapist or with our friends. Of course, we feel empowered because we know about ourselves, our emotions, we can connect, we know the colors, we can express ourselves, so we feel empowered. And of course, it will reduce our stress. What are the benefits of art therapy? It's again very simple. First and very important benefit is we don't have to be an artist. Always people ask me, how can we be part of your sessions? Because we can't even draw a straight line and we don't know how to blend the colors, how to use the colors, and we feel a little bit scared about it. So it's not about being an artist or we have to know the skill. It's just we have to express our emotions. So when we express our emotions, there is nothing like skill training. And I won't tell you that, okay, come and draw the house like this, or the sky should be blue, or you can use any color, any shapes, anything you want. If you say, okay, my sky is pink because I feel my sky is pink, and I feel I am relating this pink color with some of my emotions, which is absolutely okay, because this is your emotions, this is your painting. And if you say, okay, this circle is me, absolutely fine. So there won't be any skill training or any assessment in this process. Only reflection will be done by you. Why I painted this painting, I will tell you. My therapist won't tell me. We won't tell, like, therapist won't assess, okay, you did it in black color, that's why you're feeling like this. No, the client has to tell us why did he use or they use black, blue, pink, or green, or why this shape and why this story. So in this process, you feel quite empowered, non-judgmental, and you'll get a safe space. And for me, for therapists, what's the benefit? It's very easy way to connect, easy way to relate and be empathized. And it's a kind of listening skill as well when you paint with your clients. Who can be benefited? It's for everybody. It's from child 3 years old to and above. Definitely, we use different techniques, different colors, different patterns for all kinds of, different kind of ages, but it's for everybody. It can be like one-on-one, individual, family, couples, friends, managers, staff, office, people who are overstressed, or normally people, sometimes they just want to explore how do they feel, what are the feelings, what the emotion they want to connect with themselves, or sometimes they just come with their friends. Okay, we want to create one support group for ourselves through art, and it's a beautiful modality to create your own support groups. And how do we conduct a session? There are 2 steps. Creating art and self-reflection. In creating art, we create the art Basically, we start with the today's concerns of today's whatever topic we want to talk about. Then we go through breathing exercise. Before that, we do a small, very briefly warm-up sessions if it is a new group. Then we create the art. Why breathing session? Because to bring the mind, the person, the client here and now. With this busy schedule, with a lot of activity, whole day we are doing something, or we have a lot of things from previous day or past, everything we want to clear everything and make this transit little smoother and easier. So we do breathing exercise, and in this breathing exercise, sometimes I take my group or my client to a journey where they can see, depending on the topic, theme, or concerns, we take them to a journey, imaginary journey, where they can see the colors, shapes, and create a story on their canvas. Definitely, I do the painting with the group. I paint and they can follow. And it's a free session. They can follow my lead or they can create their own painting. I encourage them to create their own painting. If they want to follow my lead, they can also follow. And the second part is very crucial, self-reflection. We always share, we talk, we reflect on our own paintings, which helps us to understand each other, we empathize, and we feel little empowered that, okay, we can relate, we can speak, we can understand our own emotions, and a lot of people are there who actually can relate. Sometimes they relate, give empathy, they develop their good listening capability. So this is for group. When we do one-on-one kind of session, self-reflection really helps a therapist to understand and the concern, the emotion, the core emotion, we call it, and from where we can proceed to our next therapy sessions. What are the roles of art materials in art therapy? Normally, different art materials has different impact. Like if you compare watercolor with pastel has a like very opaque kind of pastel, as in crayons or oil pastel I'm talking about. It's very like opaque kind of effect, and you need more energy, more physically, you have to be more active to do it. So particularly when I see a hyperactive problem activity like ADHD or anger management problem, we give this kind of like oil pastels, collage, clay, so they bring all their energy in that materials and they can create something beautiful. They can channelize their energy in that. But when we are talking about overthinking, mindfulness, gratitude, normally we do mandala, watercolor, so they can be a little bit smoother and they can be mindful and create something good. Normally, we talk, we both decide, a client and therapist. Sometimes therapist can decide according to the concern and the age group particularly. And what are the different techniques? Drawing, painting, mixed media, like we mix a lot of media like collage, watercolor, oil pastels, and clay, mask making, mandala, puppet making, pouring technique. Pouring technique is very popular among my clients because they feel really happy and content, and it's very like it's abstract kind of thing. You don't have to, it's automatically this one artistic effect will come on your canvas, and you pour the color, you put a lot of energy, you can drain all your emotions, you can regulate your emotion. A lot of things happen in pouring technique. So every like after 4 or 5 sessions, they demand, okay, let's modulate, can we do a pouring technique? So these are the different kind of techniques. Normally, I try to be a little innovative. I don't repeat. I see what are the need of the group or client or age. According to that, I design. So this is all about art therapy, and art therapy definitely action-oriented activity for all age. And it actually enhances a different perspective, both for client and therapist. So it really helps. Okay, this is my social media. I'll share with in the chat also after the session.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So this is all about art therapy. If any question, or we can keep it at the end, we can talk about self-love. Anything. How does that, how would you like to go about it? You can.
Thank you very much. Would you like a few questions now?
Yes, no problem.
So we can open it up for a few questions, and later you can take on.
Yes, sure.
Any questions, anyone, regarding art therapy? It's very interesting from what I just heard. It really sounds interesting. And I know a lot of people have been doing this, and it has benefited a lot of children, especially,
Yes.
I know one or two people who do this with children, and it's amazing the results they've got. So anyone with any questions?
Yeah, I have few clarifications. I am Janakiram.
Yes.
You have done psychology. I saw that it's maybe a prerequisite. And can you tell us something about how one goes about learning art therapy?
Yes. For art therapy, you don't have to learn to be an art therapist. Are you asking, Janakiram ji?
Janakiram? Will you reply?
What is that? Pardon?
Are you asking about how you can become an art therapist?
Yeah, like for example, how did you become an art therapist? And is psychology a prerequisite?
Yes. Psychology, why psychology? It's not mandatory, or you don't have to be an artist to be a therapist also. You can do a course on art therapy. They will teach you everything, psychology, art, everything, the techniques, how you go about it, everything they'll teach you. But it helps if you learn psychology. It helps because we are addressing mental health concerns. So it really helped me. So I can say
like
that.
What is the duration of the course?
Learning
2
psychology.
years, 3 years, how many years? And where
It's
is
2
it
years.
taught, in universities, or where is it taught? And some more details.
Details I can send it to, if you
To
want
share
to
with the
swap it.
participants.
Okay, I did. There are a lot of universities, Janakiramji. I did online course because during the pandemic only I started this journey. So I did it
Very
from
good. Okay.
Yeah. So there are a lot of institute where they provide art therapy PG diploma specifically and certification course. You can do it in India and outside also.
And how long is the course?
I took 2 years course. 2 years. You can, there are certification course where you can do in 1 year also.
Thank you.
To what extent client opens up? Client can keep what is the issue she or he is facing, or is there some open discussion later on, or something about a session?
Oh, okay. How we do the session, you're asking, right? So we first process is we receive the case receive, we call it. Like they will come, they'll tell their concerns and interest. Sometimes they come with some concern, mental health issues, or sometimes they just come with okay, I feel low, I want to do. They don't know what is going on, but they're not happy, they want to do art. So first case receiving, then we understand what is happening, then we go for this artwork. During the artwork and during the reflection, we unpeel the emotion. Okay, we reach to the core issue. From there, this psychology and the counseling part starts.
Thank you.
Any other
Thank you so much, Anita.
questions? Any other questions?
Hello. Yeah.
Meena, go ahead.
Yeah. So this is basically involving the children to take part in any of the artwork, so that they involve totally and their mind is focused.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
so?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So when you focus the mind, so and what they do is obviously what is inside their mind. They want to bring it out.
Yes. Yes.
So that means to say one-to-one interaction is very, very important with such kind of individuals, isn't it? So
yes.
even in some of the programs which I've heard or things like that, I believe they even teach cooking to individuals who want to do something and create something. So they create in the food way also, or even in the food arrangement or the flower works or whatever. Are there any such involvements in your sessions also?
See, art therapy doesn't mean only painting. It involves cooking, like you're saying, flower arrangement, drama, music, even poetry, telling or storytelling, like that. Everything, dance, everything is there. In my sessions, everything related to art. What different technique I use from colors and paintings are clay, collage, and mask making. These are the things. Because I have specification on this field only.
Okay. So yours is a selective way of teaching them differently.
Yes. And rightly you said one-on-one sessions are very important, and people come with their children, like 5, 6 to 13, 18, 22 also. So it's really helps everyone. I mean, it's a two-way understanding and learning from clients. Also, we learn very easily what is their emotion. It's a quick way to reach their core issue.
Yeah. And this eye contact that you'll do, I mean, that also works a lot, isn't it?
Yes. Basically, good listening, you have to develop your good listening skills. In that skill, you have to take care of your eye contact. You have to take care of your posture, your gesture, your voice modulation, your like hand movement. You can just talk like this. You have to. So the client will understand. Okay, she is understanding. She is empathizing. So this is a safe space. We can talk to her, or we can express anything.
Yeah. Nice to get to children like this, It's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Minaji. Thank you.
You know, what I'd like to know is, while you've worked with children, mainly I'm sure it's children, what are the breakthroughs that you've had personally? Something that really stood out when you did this work?
Children, see, my clients are both children and
adults.
Mostly adults, but in children, I saw one thing, that they're so creative. You won't imagine, they're so creative. And when they express through colors or collage or clay or anything like physical thing, they're so expressive. And sometimes they don't understand. After 2 sessions, they understand their emotions and they can speak. Sometimes they speak okay because of the fight in my home, I am doing this. So it's very clear. So this is kind of breakthrough but it takes 2-3 sessions, not in the first session, definitely not for children. They take time because they don't understand what is that emotions they're going through or they're facing. Is there any problem? So yeah.
What about adults? Is it easier with adults?
It's a bit easier because it's easy to understand and they know the name of emotions. That's the only difference. Experience both of them experience the emotion, but children, they only can say, okay, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm happy. But if you little bit with guidance, an adult can identify, okay, I'm grieving, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm jealous, or I feel guilt, or I feel I don't feel I'm not enough. So it's a bit easier, but still it's I think the struggle is for clients, struggle is same, the emotion. For adults, what we do, we don't want to reach to that point, that difficult emotion, because we don't want to address, we don't want to put ourselves in that uncomfortable situation. So we don't do that for ourselves. It's not about whom we are talking with, or we are expressing with me also. If I sit down and I think, I don't go until beyond a point because I don't want to address that uncomfortable emotion. So struggle is same, but it's a bit easier. And if you're asking about breakthrough, I can share one incident, one client. I took her permission to share. She, while painting, she was talking, okay, I talk a lot, I scream a lot. And she started, I'm not a good mom, I'm not a good friend, I can't handle in this thing. And suddenly, I just asked her, who told you you're not a good mom? Suddenly she realized, she just took some little bit pause, and while painting, she looked at me and she was like, nobody actually. My children always say you're the best. I think it's me. I think I feel I'm not good enough. So see, I reached that day, core emotion, core thought that she is not enough. So let's start working from this point. So I felt that was like, she was crying. She was like, I'm not a good mom. I always scream. I don't do enough. But that emotion was on the surface. It was not the correct emotion. She was feeling something inside, and definitely it is like, we can address this problem through inner child therapy, through art therapy, through lot of modality. And this particular case was inner children problem. So I went to the inner child core emotion. Yeah.
Thank you. Any other questions, anyone? Please unmute and ask your question. Yes, Ramesh?
So Madhumita ji, it's very interesting what you exposed us to today. In fact, we did have an exposure to something maybe on similar lines long back, a couple of years back, when one of the sessions was on, I think, doodling as a form of, a doodling art. Seemingly random doodling art was a form of therapy. And I have this habit of, I've read about these mandalas, I used to do a bit of Pujari Seva also at one time in ISKCON, way back in 2009, 2008. At that time, I remember when I watched some of the other ones, some of the Pujaris doing these wonderful intricate forms of Rangoli and other things like that. I tried it out at home. I read up a little about it. And I remember reading that when you get to a certain state of mind and you do these art forms, it actually protects the house from negative energies, because you can program your thoughts into the art. It has a certain subtle energy. So when you're doing these art forms with various children or adults, do you see that kind of a connection with the subtle energy? And are you sensitive to that? Are you able to measure it with their progress from in the beginning when they start their therapy sessions to after they've progressed, or towards the end of the therapy sessions? Do you find any difference?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. We feel, I can not measure, but I can see the difference, like difference in their confidence and their self-reflection part. And especially they start talking. And that is our main motto, that we bring the client to a certain point where they can express, they can talk, they can identify their emotions, and they can express. So it's easy for us. Also, not only the energy part, not only how they handle their life situation, their skill also. If you see first session car painting and the sixth session painting, you see the difference. I don't teach them. It's not as definitely, it's totally different from skill training session. I don't teach them. I just paint with them, and whatever they want, if they want to change their colors or anything, they can change. But you can see the difference, and they feel proud. It's not about again, I'm not assessing that first, and they feel good about from first to sixth. And when they feel good about it, they feel like this is my painting, this is my unique creation, and they've put a frame, and that's the energy we are talking about, that they put their painting in a frame and put it in their home, and they say, okay, my husband, my kids, or if the client is a male, they like, my doctor told me, oh papa, when did you start doing this? And that kind of energy we can see. And if we are talking about the experience, just previous day, like yesterday, we were taking in a group session. It's like for 1.5, 2 years we're doing every week with that group, and they already they're like supportive, very nice, friendly kind of group. So one person there, she told me, okay, now I don't have any complaints for anyone. Really, it's just I because I understand, I can empathize, and this helped me. And this is the energy we're talking about, because it's not about that world is good or toxic positivity. We are talking about empathy, so that the complaints rate or the guilt part or the anger part will reduce, and will bring a lot of positivity in life.
What I'm seeing when you talk about all this is, it actually seems all these art forms, because we all know that it stills the mind, but in the process you probably get them into a meditative state with your intent.
Yes.
Also.
Yes.
And that is what guides them to find the inner, what should I call it, connection, so
Yes.
that they can also take it forward themselves later after the therapy is over.
Yes, right, you're right. It's definitely meditative and very mindful art, I can say, because I don't do meditation. I don't go for any what do you call, any arti puja. But this whole Navratra, I'm doing every day one Durga mandala or any Durga part, and that's, for me, that is my meditation. That is my offer to God. It's a very good way to go for meditation, I can say. Thank you so much, Ramesh.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to ask a question? No one? Okay, is there anything else you'd like to say?
You're asking me?
Yes, yes.
I'll like a little bit about self-love, which is the topic of the day.
Yes, please go ahead with that.
Yeah. So before we start, let me ask you, everyone here, if you want to share, what is self-love to you? What do you think self-love is? Anyone wants to share?
Please unmute and share.
Accepting oneself as is and keep trying to improve.
Yes. Fantastic. Accepting the way you are, and every day you try to become your better version of yourself. Yes. Anyone else?
I feel self-love makes one more powerful, because it's not just about loving oneself. The ability to love others who may even have qualities that are very different from you, who earlier you would not have been able to accept, starts happening. So I think it's a very powerful thing. Makes you
Yes,
more powerful.
indeed, indeed, indeed.
I feel that unless you will love yourself, you really cannot love others. It all begins
Fantastic.
with me.
Yes. Fantastic, fantastic. So we all know what is self-love, and it takes little bit of time every day just to stay connected with ourselves and be gentler, be kinder to ourselves. I know it's not easy. Like we are very busy. We have a lot of thoughts in our mind, lot of work, lot of responsibility. But if we can manage to take little bit time for ourselves every day, then it works. It will work wonder. And it start with it. Actually, it involves with when you start celebrating your uniqueness, and you know your strength, and you're kinder to yourself. Then self-love starts. That's the point when we can say that, okay, this is self-love. And many people ask me, is there any difference between self-love and self-obsession? Because sometimes they don't appreciate the other person. It's so self-observed, like she is the best, she is, or he is the best. I mean, they behave like that. Yes, there is a thin line, definitely. Self-love is like you accept, like you all shared, that you accept the way you are, you appreciate yourself, you know that you're unique and you celebrate that. And but you have to know your weakness also, and you have to love yourself with that weakness and with that strength, and little bit of gratitude, a touch of gratitude, definitely bring that finish to achieve self-love. So how do we achieve self-love? Definitely we are talking about gratitude. If I'm grateful, I know I'm good, I know I'm sufficient, I know I'm doing best, I love myself. But however, I'm grateful to the people around me, my family, my friends, my parents, even the earth, even the country I'm staying today, everyone. Even sometimes I say, okay, I'm grateful for my bed. I really love my bed. I miss, whenever I travel, I miss my my own blanket and my bed. That is my comfort zone, and I'm very grateful that I have that. Even if it is a material, even if it is a material, be grateful. And just take 5 minutes every day before you go to sleep. Write your journal or do art. We teach how to maintain your, how to go about the art, the gratitude journal, art gratitude journal. And also the second, and it's very important, it's my favorite, don't aim to be a perfectionist. So the best way to practice to ditch the perfectionist within us, because we don't know what is perfect, right? What is perfection? We can excel in something like some skill or any work or something, but we don't know what is perfect. Because for me, what is perfect, you won't see that is, like, you won't consider, maybe that is different for you. So it's very subjective. We don't have scale to measure a perfectionist. So ditch it, because we sometimes, or most of the time, we judge ourselves. Not we don't wait for others, we judge, we start judging ourselves. Definitely it's a social pressure, it's orientation. We, our parents or our society or our teachers, they told us, okay, this is the way you should do, this is the way you should perform. So let's just ditch that. If I'm doing a painting, let me excel in that skill. I can't be perfect, because that is perfect is a subjective term. Then self-care. Just take care of yourself. I know we don't have time for that. Normally we don't do that. If I'll ask in this group, what do you understand by self-care? What do you think? What is self-care?
The thing is, of course, physically looking after yourself, keeping yourself clean and eating hygienic food, sleeping properly, exercising, etc. And apart from that, of course, you have your other aspects, emotional, spiritual, meditation, something that come.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
really, I think,
fantastic.
we need to look after ourselves. Most people are too busy looking after spouse, children, this, that, you know, we come in the last place. So self-care is really to put ourselves in front and to give ourselves enough attention in any aspect, you know, because usually it's, oh no, I need to do this, look after so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. And one doesn't really take care of oneself emotionally, financially, socially, anyway.
Yes, yes. And self-care, when we are talking about self-care, don't hesitate to take care of yourself. Go to a spa or travel or spend time with friends. Don't feel guilt about that, leaving your family behind and I'm spending 2 hours with my friends. No, that is also kind of self-care. Going to spa, especially for ladies, we really don't look. I mean, I don't know. I always feel that I don't have time to go to a spa because I have to spend 2 hours and I don't have patience. I have a lot of work. So yeah, please go ahead. And also, gentlemen, you also. So it's not only see. It's very subjective. If I feel I'm meditating, it's my taking care of myself. It's a way I take care of myself. It's okay. I paint every day. I paint. I feel that is my kind of self-care, self-love I'm practicing. Or every weekend, every Friday evening, I go to Zoom. I have a group. We paint together. We talk together. We share every day's problem the whole week. Brief problem, and we support each other. That is self-care for me. So it's very subjective, but take care of yourself. Take a little bit of time for yourself. And last but not least, please create a sustainable support system. And what do you understand by this support system? What do you think? What is this support system? And why do we need this?
Community of people around you who actually care about you, or wise people who can guide you, who are friends, people you can turn to in times of need.
Yes. Yeah, right. So support system means it's a system. It's not one people or group or 2 people or 3 best friends, not like that. If I have to share something about my family, my best friend, maybe she's fine, but if I want to share something about my work, my best friend may feel overburdened because she won't understand about my work, my nature of my job and my struggle and my this thing and everything I'm putting on her or my spouse. So what I'll do, I can keep 1 or 2 friend or colleagues from my workplace, 1 or couple of like my sister or my co-sister or my sister-in-law for my family. See, it takes time. It will take time. It takes years to build this support system. Even I have 1 corner where I put all my paint, all my canvas, everything. It's there. This is also part of my support system, because whenever I want to paint, I come here, I sit down, I switch on my music and I start painting. This is also part of my support system. And I have 1 group where we can talk about spirituality. We express our concerns about our therapy or cases. So there I have my mentor who actually regulate that group. So that is also part of my support system. So carefully, which you can create your own support system, which has to be sustainable. And it takes time, but spend time on this. And so that you can free from lot of, like you're delegating your, not problems exactly, you're sharing your emotion, you're delegating, and you're also, and also don't forget to reciprocate, because this, if you want to make it sustainable, you have to reciprocate, you have to listen to them, you have to try to help them. You can do that. So this is called the support system. It really helps in practicing self-love. And how art therapy and self-love you can combine while painting. You have, like, for 45 minutes or 60 minutes, you have this time for yourself. So you're, in a way, you're giving time, you're spending quality time, and you're connecting with your emotions, you're understanding your emotions, and you're getting into this. And while you're painting, try to self-reflect, try to understand that difficult emotions, and try to address, and always say, okay, it's okay, it's okay. Even if you're feeling bad, you're feeling sad, or you're even if you're jealous, identify and acknowledge, and it's okay, you're a human, you can feel that jealous, you can feel you can feel anger, it's okay. Just identify and acknowledge and accept, okay, I'm not happy. I'm not happy because I have some problem with this person. So let me identify, then solve how you can go for a difficult emotion like jealous, that you address that. Okay, this is not a very helpful. Is it useful? No, this emotion is not helping me. Let me appreciate that person and get inspiration and ask how she or how they are doing all this, and let me just get a little bit of inspired from. I'm just giving a small example of how you deal with your own emotions. And if you can't, you can go for a help. You can talk to your therapist or your friend. Yeah. So this is all about self-love and how you can achieve through art, through painting. Thank you so much for listening to me. Any questions on this, please go ahead.
No,
And
I had a question after what you
Thank
said.
you.
yes,
After what you just spoke, Madhumita ji, that was that when you paint, do you also do group painting, as in like two people or more people paint on the same painting?
normally I don't do that. I paint, I tell them, if you want to follow my lead, please follow. Or if you want to do your own story, create your own expression, own emotions, you can do. So in that breathing exercise, I take them to a journey, depending on the concern, on the story, or on the topic. So they go through that journey. In that journey, I guide them step by step how to identify the emotion and relate colors with that. After that, we come back and we paint. So I paint, I show them, this is my, if it is online, then this is my second camera. I show them. If they want, they can follow me, or they can do their own painting. It's never one painting, no, because
Because I've
it's
experienced,
very unique for everyone, so it has to be different. Sorry.
well, when I was in school, and I think a couple of other occasions, I have experienced situations where we had to, as a collective group, create an artwork. Or I remember in school once it was a big dragon that multiple people had to do. So
Yes.
initially, I remember when we were doing it, a lot of emotions come out. Group dynamics start becoming
Yes.
very visible there. Even if you don't speak, some people try to occupy more space. Others try to make you paint as per their wish, or they try to enforce themselves on you. And sometimes you can push back whether it's subtly or otherwise, or enroll others. In the process, if the group starts becoming cohesive, at one point you just decide to drop your own point of view and just go with the flow, and you kind of want the whole thing to turn out well for the entire group. And then there is a unspoken law which takes over, and people start becoming cohesive. So I remember this kind of group painting activity has an ability to sometimes support people to break through, because interacting with other human relationships are one of the major karmic lessons that we have in life, apart from health and money, for example. So that could be, I just strongly struck me that a group painting activities can sometimes do a lot to make one person grow much faster than otherwise.
Yes. We do this kind of activity also with corporate, and especially with corporate or any like institution, organization, NGOs, where we do that, particularly team building activities. During that, we give one project, one mission, and one canvas to one group, like 3-4 groups, and they create their group painting. And after that, again, there is a self-reflection and how individual felt about this, who went like a leader, who dominated, who went through a negative skill of leadership, and who is like totally couldn't do anything, and submissive kind of thing. And they reflect, they understand through this sharing, through this one group sharing. We try to connect with each other, and we tell them what was the problem, what is the loophole in this. If there is a loophole, then they learn to build their relationship in that team and try to be a good listener and empathetic. So this definitely we do that. And particularly when we are talking about family therapy, sometimes they come with their parents and their children. Sometimes they come with their siblings or spouse. There also we try to do this kind of painting. And sometimes with children, we do marathon painting. I do that. When I'm physically I'm doing like offline kind of thing. 2-3 groups, they do marathon painting. So there also they learn how to communicate through the painting and through even talking. So I left this one, you have to do this, no, go this. So this is kind of very good way to communicate within the group and develop that listening skill and empathy.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Ramesh, you reminded me a very nice group activity. I really thinking of that also. I'm like very excited. It was fun because you take out a lot of emotions from your clients and the groups.
In fact, I'm wondering, many people should have things like family paintings, which they can, fine tune and put up on the wall of their house. And every time they look at it, they will remember the joy that they got by doing it together, and then recommit.
Yes. Family paintings are also very, like, those sessions are really fun. Couple sessions are really fun. They really, I mean, they build different kind of perspective altogether. When they, okay, we could have thought, we could have understood, we could have listened differently. We couldn't even try to listen what the significant, my significant other part is saying. I was not ready to listen. So they develop different kind of perspective. It's easier for them to connect. Yeah.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to ask any question? Yes, go ahead. Okay, you'll have to unmute yourself. Well, I don't think there are any more questions, but I do hope that we can meet you at the School of Ancient Wisdom and we can have some therapy over there, art therapy for all of us. So thank you so much. It was very interesting, and we look forward to meeting you again, maybe personally at the school. Now I request Ramesh to kindly propose a vote of thanks. Over to you, Ramesh.
Sajani. Madhumita ji, it has really been an enjoyable session with you. I can also see the way in which you have addressed our questions. You have developed that ability to be empathetic and kind, and which I'm sure your clients, which I'm very sure your clients would be benefiting from. And you might actually be doing something that probably governments should, to make an entire community happier, by bringing people closer, by making families stronger and relationships stronger. Because I know that the success, the measure of family happiness quotient, if I can say that, indicates the success of a community or a civilization. So such kind of, it's a very non-invasive, very kind way to get people together, actually. If we may create a space, an ontological or a spiritual space into which people actually enter and perform this kind of artwork and therapy, it could be a very powerful and very non-invasive, non-confrontational sometimes way of supporting people to permanently probably even alter their perspectives in life. So thank you for, and this is what kind of opened up for me as you spoke today. And I would love, on behalf of all of us, I'd like to thank you for opening us up in this manner. And yes, we would love to have a workshop actually at the School of Ancient Wisdom, but maybe we can all do a collective satsang painting. Who knows?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to meeting you all again, definitely. And if it is like in person, then nothing like that, because I myself, I feel it's therapeutic for me when I do a personal one-on-one or physically present there and paint with my group. So thank you so much. Thank you. It's a
Thank you.
lovely.
Thanks, Ramesh. Thanks so much. We look forward to seeing you again. And I would like to thank everyone over here. Kindly join us again next Thursday. Thursday, we have sessions, and we'd like you to bring more people, you see. So it would be nice if you could tell your friends to come also. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good evening. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you.